والسلام على سيد المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my brothers and sisters. Peace to all of you, inshallah, to those who are here present, the sisters and those viewers online. May Allah bless you all for sacrificing your Wednesday evening to come along for this majlis of Naseeha and Dhikr, and to learn about how to become closer to Allah, and really to learn on how we can defeat those evil beings, those evil creatures who are there to get us, naming shaitan. And inshallah, as we start with every gathering, we say thank you to Allah for allowing us to be here. And just this weekend, last Saturday, I was saying the same thing to brothers and sisters. I was saying that we thank Allah. Why? Because it really is a blessing to be here with so many deaths happening. And we know that shaitan doesn't distinguish between what ages he takes. And just it's a sad announcement that just recently we've lost another brother, our brother Naseeha Qureshi. May Allah be pleased with him. A very humble brother who would come and sit in these types of gatherings. And inshallah, it's a reminder for us that one day our names will also be announced. So I ask you all now to really think about where you are and how you want to build that connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And refresh your intentions that you are here for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be prepared to listen, so put your phones aside and really take to the message that our mentor today, Sajid Hussain, will be sharing. Sajid Hussain today will be sharing a few topics around how we can really connect ourselves to Allah. We have so many distractions. The dunya is such a distraction, and we don't know where to go to and who to turn to for help. But really, Allah is there for us. So inshallah, we will pass over to our mentor shortly, but just as we do every week, we will start with a short tilawat by Hafiz Danyal and a short nasheed, just to get us into the mind frame that we are here to connect to Allah, and then we will go into the talk. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless this gathering. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us and to protect us from shaitan, and to protect us from anything that our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sought refuge from, and for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless the ummah and bless our parents. So without further ado, I'll now pass over to Hafiz Danyal.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا السماء انفطرت وإذا الكواكب انتثرت وإذا البحار فجرت وإذا القبور بعثرت علمت نفس ما قدمت وأخرت يا أيها الإنسان ما غرك بربك الكريم الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك في أي سورة ما شاء ركبك كلا بل تكذبون بالدين وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون صدق الله العظيم.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Habibullah. We start in the name of Allah Azza wa Jal, the owner of the mighty throne, the master of the whole universe, what is known and unknown. And we send Durood and Salams on the best of creation, the most beloved of Allah Azza wa Jal, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the brothers and the sisters here and those who are online. We welcome and I thank each and every one of you for attending, and shukr and gratefulness for those who facilitate. And today's topic is about the deception of dunya. This is an interesting topic because it's talked about much. The dunya. Not getting stuck in the dunya. It's fake. But let's understand this topic through definition first. What is deception? Now, deception, described by the English dictionary, is causing someone to accept as true or valid what is false or invalid, or the act of hiding the truth when it is not the truth. Okay, so how does dunya relate to that? And deception of the dunya. How many of us have been or felt we've been deceived? You're expecting something, someone's promised you something, but it's something else. Muhammad Sadiq, you got your hand up. What do you want to say? Go on. So you've been deceived today? When? Okay. And how's your school? Yep. Okay. And were you expecting something in Winston, you and Muhammadun, but it ended up being something else? What happened?
We were expected to be the same class, but we turned out to be in different classes.
Okay. Did the school promise you, Muhammadun, that you would be in the same class? What did they promise you? Okay. And how does it make you feel? Okay. How did it make you feel, Muhammad Sadiq? Annoyed. And you felt the school deceived you. So you put your request and they put you together, but they didn't put you together in the class. So we'll come back to that. But everyone's had some form of deception done upon them or they've done upon others. Expecting one thing or thinking something is going to happen in one way, but it's turned out to be something else. Whether it's work, school in this case, whether it's family relatives, whether it's a promise, but they've deceived you. Whether it's in marriage. But let's come back to dunya. So deception of dunya. What is dunya? What is the definition of dunya? Dunya in Arabic is something lowly, something lesser, something very low. So where would the deception of dunya apply? If dunya is something lowly, and the world and everything in it is the dunya, whether it be your work, your family, your property, your PlayStation, everything in it is described as something lowly. Now the deception here would be what? That you and me make all of this something very high. So let's go through some examples of what we've made high or expected. The love of the dunya. How much do we love our PlayStation? Football, cars, women, money. Who loves money? Who loves food? Everybody loves food, apart from 𝐃𝐞𝐞𝐤𝐭𝐢𝐨𝐬, eh? But how much of our lives have we spent in chasing these things? So something very lowly, we have made very, very high. And another way to look at it, when we are asking the master of creation, the one who has everything and can give everything, what are we busy in our dua from him? We're asking for the dunya. We're asking for things that are lowly. Are we not? What are we worried about? What are we concerned about? Brother Shabriz has mentioned about death. Are we concerned about our own death? Or have we not even got the time to think about dying? Death is your true reality of understanding how temporary this world is. But we made something that's so lowly very high. We busied ourselves so much, worried ourselves so much about getting the best education and getting the best food, making enough money, marrying the best, having the best house. Have we made the world high and mighty? Look at our inner states. Let's think about our inner states. What worries us the most in our lives? What's worrying you the most right now? Are you and me concerned about the next life? How we are going to be in the grave? What state are we going to die in? Or are we worried about not getting what we wanted at school? Or are we worried and concerned about somebody not keeping their promise, somebody hurting me? Are we busy in ourselves? Because of you, I never got my job. Because of you, I never made that million. Because of you, I'm unhappy. How much of our time are we chasing peace? We're chasing what we want. And when we don't get what we want, we're in depression. We're unhappy. We are crying. How many tears have we shed for our grave? How many tears have we shed for our Creator? How many tears have we shed for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who came into this world to remind us this dunya is so lowly and it is just a test. It will be over. How much of our time and fikr and reflection have we done on what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been telling us? You came into this world, you were born where you were born without your choice. Did you choose to be born in your family? Would you have chosen to be here in Woking? Do you know and do you have a choice where each and every one of us will die? We've came into this world involuntarily. We'll be leaving here involuntarily. But when things don't go our way, we complain and complain and complain and chase and chase and chase till we are tired. And before we know it, death has caught up with us. But only if we knew that this is a lowly world and it is just a test. See, not knowing this is a test is one thing. But each and every one of us has been blessed with a message from the best of messengers who warned us. Do not chase this world. Do not chase it with your concerns, with your emotions. Chase the one true Lord and your return to Him. We made the promise to Allah Azza wa Jal. Test us, and we will come back to you in the best of states and the rewards that we want. But now if you understand everything that is happening to you and me is a test. Your relationship with the dunya, with the world, that's everything. Everything is dunya. Your brother, your sister, your work, your school, your exam results, how much money is in your pocket. Now, this doesn't mean you sit in the masjid and do nothing. For the test here is beautiful. The love of Allah Azza wa Jal is beautiful. You go out there with a purpose for Allah Azza wa Jal. And you try. The test is to try and to react. I will try to earn halal rozi. Sometimes Allah Azza wa Jal will give you a lot of money. Sometimes Allah Azza wa Jal will not give you a lot of money. Both are tests. Both are tests. All we are supposed to do is try and try again. Whether we think we are successful or not, the fact that we are trying, Allah Azza wa Jal will reward you and me. He's not like the dunya. If I don't do my work, I'm not going to get paid. If I don't put food on the table, my children are going to cry and complain. But Allah Azza wa Jal, He rewards us just because of us trying. He doesn't reward us on our results. So maybe we didn't get that Ferrari that we wanted. Maybe we didn't get that mansion that we wanted. But maybe Allah Azza wa Jal will give you that Ferrari. He will give you that millions. He will give you everything that you want. The test becomes more difficult possibly. What did you do with that Ferrari? What did you do with that mansion? What did you do with all the money that Allah Azza wa Jal gave you? Let's try and understand this through a story. And I'll do my best in remembering and relaying this from the hadith. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentions, these are in my words, my best recollection. The story of the Israelites, three men. One had leprosy as a very not so good skin condition. Makes your skin look very bad. Boils, scabs, everything, nobody wants to go near you. So one man had leprosy. Second man was bald. Third man was blind. So Allah Azza wa Jal, in this dunya, He sends an angel in the form of a man. Comes to test these three men. Comes to the first man and says, what is it that you want from this world? What is it that you would love to have from this world? And what does the man with leprosy say? I would love to have beautiful and healthy and good looking skin. The man who is the angel rubs his hand over the man. And the man with leprosy is cured. All his skin disease starts to disappear. He has beautiful skin, smooth, silky, handsome skin. And he says to the man, young man, I will also gift you. I think it was a she-camel, a pregnant she-camel. This is a gift for you and will make you prosperous. The man takes the she-camel. The she-camel gives birth to another camel. And his flock increases and increases. And he ends up becoming a rich man. Now the angel dressed as a man now goes to the second man who is, what did we say he was? Bald. No hair on his head. So the angel asks this man, what would you like? What does he ask for of this world? He wants to have a full head of hair. The angel rubs the man's head and he gets a full head of hair. And the angel also gifts him with a pregnant cow. And the same thing happens. The cow gives birth and more cows multiply and he has a whole flock of cows and now he's living a rich life, a handsome rich life. The third man, he was blind, couldn't see. So when the angel asks him, what do you want from this world? He asks to be able to have sight so he can see the wonders of this creation. And the angel gifts this man with a pregnant goat. And same thing happens with him. His flock of goats multiply. And he lives a rich life. Then after some time, they're living a rich life, lots of camels, lots of cows, lots of goats. Allah Azza wa Jal sends the same angel, but this time I want you to test and see how grateful my servant is. So we ask the angel to now take the form. So the first form he takes the form of a person with bad skin, dressed poor. And he comes up to the first man who who has a flock of camels and used to have leprosy. He says to that man, Allah Azza wa Jalla has blessed you with a lot. I am a poor person. I am traveling. Please give me one of your camels so I can take care of my needs and get to my destination. And what does that man say? Because I'm too busy to give you anything. I have so much business. I've got so many people that rely on me. I have to take care of them. My employees, my family. I have got no time or no obligation. I cannot give you one camel. Then the angel says, were you not the man that nobody wanted, kicked them out of the towns and villages? Were you not with somebody with leprosy and you did not have any flock? And the man says, no, that's not me, that's not me. I've inherited this all from my parents and grandparents. And the angel says, if you are lying, may your state go back to what it was. And as soon as the angel says that, the man loses all of his camels and ends up with the leprosy again. And the angel goes to the second man. And the same question the angel asks the second man. Then he says, were you not the man that was bold and you can't give me one cow? The second man also refuses to help the poor person who's dressed as a poor person but is an angel. And the angel makes dua, if you are lying, I pray to Allah, He puts you back into your original state. For you have been ungrateful. And again, he loses all of his cows and becomes the bold man again. But the third person who was blind, when the angel comes to him as a poor blind person, he said, just give me one goat. Were you not the blind person that Allah Azza wa Jalla blessed with sight and with this huge flock of cows? He goes, by Allah, I am and I was that man. None of this is mine. This is all blessings from Allah Azza wa Jalla. Take what you need. And what does the angel say? I swear this is a test from Allah Azza wa Jalla. Keep your goats. Keep your health. Keep your good sight. For this is nothing but a test. And you have shown thankfulness to the blessings that Allah Azza wa Jalla has given you. And Allah Azza wa Jalla will bless you with more. Now, what this story tells us is our concern and what we are giving value to. So all of this, whatever you have, whatever you don't have, whatever problems you're going through, whatever problems you are not going through, is all but a deception and a test here. If you value these things and you worry about these things more than you worry about going into the grave, you have been deceived. And nobody has deceived us other than ourselves. So coming back to my two young boys here, about the test of Winston Churchill. Now you are entering into your man phase, high school. And both of you, are you not blessed? Are we not blessed to have gatherings like this here to remind us of the tests of this world? And are you not blessed that Allah Azza wa Jalla has given you your first test at school? Maybe. So become people who think. And I'm using these young men as an example, but really the example is for me first. Because I'm the one that's complaining the most. But what can we help our children with this? If we at home are complaining about everything and anything, I didn't get that job because he's racist. I didn't get this because he stopped me from getting it. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, you are the giver. No one can stop what you're doing, and I don't know what the wisdom is. But I'm here for a short period of time. And Muhammad Sadiq, Allah Azza wa Jal is testing you maybe in your friendship. Do you still keep friends but you're separate? Or even better, Allah Azza wa Jal is blessing you both as leaders. You are known as the grandchildren of the Dabag, the leaders and the Muslims of this community. Allah Azza wa Jal wants to share you across 2 or 3 different classes. How does that make you feel when you think like that? Muhammad Sadiq, you are the children of the grandchildren of the Dabag. Color yourselves in the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and share that coloring wherever Allah Azza wa Jal has planted us in this temporary world. May Allah Azza wa Jal make me first take heed and understand the deception of this world. And I thank Allah Azza wa Jal for giving me a community like this, giving me a teacher like this, who now and then, and I thank the organizers here who've now added a Wednesday session. Why a Wednesday? Deep in the middle of our busyness in the world, busyness in our work, busyness in our school. And they're plucking us out so we can share these reminders and re-motivate ourselves and help us look through the fog of deception and see the reality of this temporary short life. Jazakallah khair. I'll pass you back to our host, Brother Shabriz, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Sajid, for the Naseeha. And inshallah, we will now be moving on to our Dhikr majlis. And for that, we'll ask our young Abu Bakr Ali to switch off the lights, the sisters to switch off the lights. And we'll call Imam Tahir forward so we can come, inshallah. And for this bit, I ask you all to now rectify your intentions that you are here for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And just imagine the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala above the gathering shining down. And like our brother Sajid said, the dunya may deceive you, but the one who never deceives is Allah. He's there to give. Really, it's such a great blessing that we are here and we are able to remember Allah deep on a Wednesday evening when we could be at home just resting, just wasting our time. So now it's time to focus. Inshallah, close your eyes, make that intention that you are here for Allah. And if you're struggling to focus, remember those keys that Allah is watching me, Allah is hearing me, and I'm present with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, we'll pass over to Imam Tahir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. لا إله إلا 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 لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. 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 لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله 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 إلا أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. اللهم يا ربي بجاه سيدنا محمد بن عبد الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اجمع بيني وبين سيدنا محمد بن عبد الله في الدنيا قبل الآخرة. Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Allah Ji, accept this gathering and accept this zikr that we have done. Allah Ji, forgive us for all our transgressions. Allah Azzawajal, you are the mighty, you are the all forgiving, and you love to forgive. Forgive us for making this lowly world so high. Allah Azzawajal, help us, correct us, inspire us, guide us towards the true path, O Allah. Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, we are weak and you are all powerful. Allah, Ji, give us a drop of from your power so we can be strong in our belief in you, Allah. Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Allah, we only see what is in our hand and we value it so much. Allah Ji, give us the strength to put aside what we see and what is in our hand, and allow us to have the strength and the iman to believe in you and the world that is to come, O Allah. Allah, give us the strength that we have such firm iman and belief and trust in you, Allah. Whatever tests and trials that we go through, Allah, we don't forsake you, Allah. Allah, but we are weak. We are weak. Do not put us through any test. Allah, through your mercy and your grace, give us ease in this life. Allah, remove all the difficulties we are going through. Mental, physical, spiritual, jinnat, magic, financial difficulties. Allah, we are weak. We go to sleep with worries about this world. We wake up with those worries on our mind and our shoulders, oh Allah. Allah, you remove them. Allah, remove them and put the love of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our heart. Allah Azzawajal, give us a concern that He had. Allah Azzawajal, bless us so we can be on His path, on His mission, and be the role models of all who we interact with. Allah Azzawajal, do not make us those who complain. Allah, remove those complaining. Let us only complain about the lack of sunnah in our lives. Allah Azzawajal, allow us to complain for the lack of propagating the truth to others, upon ourselves, upon our families, upon our children, upon our community, O Allah. Allah Azzawajal, we talk about the deaths. We go to the janazas, we go to meet people just to show face, O Allah. Allow us to have true concern for our fellow brothers and sisters, so we have the concern and the well-being of our own death. Allah Ji, bless all these brothers and sisters who've come here together. While people are burying their dead, they have the concern of the living, so they die in the best of ways, O Allah. Allah, bless these brothers and sisters who facilitate for this. Allah Ji, bless their teacher who has inspired them to facilitate. Increase them and increase them in their global mission of peace, O Allah. Allah, allow us to be part of this mission of peace. You are Ar-Rahman, you are Rahim. You can change our states. You can change the state of this community. Allah, allow this small community to become a beacon of light. Allow this community to become a beacon of light and contribute towards this global mission of peace, the mission of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. اللهم يا ربي بجاه سيدنا محمد بن عبد الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اجمع بيني وبين سيدنا محمد بن عبد الله في الدنيا قبل الآخرة. آمين.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Dyer and Brother Sajid. That inshallah concludes our weekly gathering on this Wednesday. And just a few announcements before we finish, inshallah. This Saturday, we'll have our normal weekly gathering, which is from 7 to 8 p.m. in this building. And on Sunday, we have a special seminar, a once-in-a-lifetime, unique seminar, based on marriage. The topic is marriage. So whether you're looking to get married, whether you are married and want to strengthen your relationship with your wife, or whether you've gone through a broken marriage and you're looking to amend yourself and you want to seek how to pursue a future marriage, inshallah. Anyone, I recommend it, even for those who are single and not even marriageable age. It's something really important. It's a sunnah, it's half our deen, and it's really important that we learn this. It's a science in itself. Inshallah, we'll have our brother Sajid Hussain, the mentor, who's a marriage counselor, and by trade he's a barrister, and he's been across the world to teach this to people. So if you're watching online, if you're in this building, make yourselves available for Sunday. That's from 12 to 2 p.m. inshallah azza wa jal. Inshallah, Allah bless you all for attending today. Please, as always, stay behind and join us for some light refreshments, and we will see you again soon.